Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Chemical Guys Detail Garage. In today's video, we're continuing with the Hummer series. As you guys saw, we've already washed the truck, we've peeled off the wrap, we've polished it, and now it's time for the final step, which is applying a ceramic coating such as HydroCharge. So we're gonna show you guys how to apply HydroCharge ceramic coating to this H1 Hummer to show the true justice of that paint and to give it that durable ceramic protection. So stay tuned. So just a little recap on the Hummer series. You guys seen us already do a full foam wash on it. We washed it while the wrap was still on there, and then we ended up peeling off the wrap because the wrap wasn't maintained properly, and in some areas it started, peeling, it dried up, it started cracking in some areas, so we decided to go ahead and fully peel off the wrap and start from scratch. As you guys can see, the paint had a very beautiful lustrous paint underneath, and now they polished it, and now it's time for us to protect it. So before we began the process of applying the ceramic coating, we wiped it down with Wipeout, which is a surface cleanser. Wipeout removes any kind of polishing oils, polishing residue, light dust, any kind of fingerprint oils that you may have applied to the surface of the paint in between from the whole, washing to the stage where you apply the ceramic coating, even after the polishing cycle. Wipeout is super easy to use. All you have to do is literally spray it directly to the surface and to your towel, give it one clean swipe in one direction, and you're good to go. The product does all the work for you. All you have to do is work it onto the surface. As you guys can see, I did it around the vehicle. Some areas it's a little bit intricate just because the truck does have a lot of little intricate areas, has a lot of rivets and bolts around it. So I just made sure to do my best to make sure to get into all those little rivets because they are painted just like the body of the vehicle so that we can also coat those as well. Upon wiping down the vehicle with Wipeout, I did recognize that there are still some more deeper scratches in the paint that weren't removed during the polishing process. We did polish this vehicle before, but it's a huge truck. You're gonna run into some areas that are gonna be hard to get into, maybe some areas that you missed. So it's always great to just go back, re-inspect the whole truck before you get into the ceramic coating phase. So I decided to go ahead and hit those areas with our Torque 15DA, an orange pad, and V34 hybrid compound to go ahead and break down those imperfections, those scratches, and any kind of swirls that were still in the paintwork, just to make sure that we have the most flawless finish so that when we apply our coat of HydroCharge, we have the best shine and durable protection possible. The reason that we chose V34 is because on our previous video, we hit the paint with V36 and V38. In this case, there are some areas in this truck that had a little bit more deeper imperfections that we had to get a little bit more deeper into. So that's why we ended up using V34, because V34 is more of an aggressive compound as opposed to V36 and 38, which are finer polishes. So V34 helped us get into those more aggressive, more moderate scratches and swirls and remove those imperfections before we moved on to the next phase. So I'm not gonna go too far into polishing. Remember, that's what our last video was about. In this video, all I did was fix those little light imperfections here and there. I didn't do anything different. So if you do wanna learn how to polish this vehicle, make sure to check out our previous video to learn more. So once everything was said and done, the paint was prepped and polished, now it's time to apply our ceramic coating. So we applied HydroCharge ceramic coating. We decided to go with HydroCharge because the owner of the vehicle, where he lives, he's exposed to all elements. He's exposed to harsh UV rays, snow, water, salt, dirt, grime, all that stuff. So it's gonna give it a high gloss ceramic shine, durable hydrophobic properties, and UV protection against those harsh UV rays. It's gonna make his life so much more easier to maintain the truck and actually make him wanna maintain the truck just of how great it looks. It gives you that super slick surface where contaminants don't wanna stick. So any kind of dirt, mud, grime, whenever it goes onto your vehicle and you wash your vehicle, it's gonna come right off with just the rinse. Hydrophobic properties, whenever you wash your car, it makes drying so much of a breeze to the point where you can actually just grab an air dryer or an air blower and fully air blow it dry without the need of any kind of microfiber towels. If you do decide to use a microfiber towel, it's gonna work out amazing at just drying it in one clean swipe without any streaks left behind. The application of HydroCharge is also very easy to use because it's a sprayable ceramic coating. So you're gonna spray it onto a microfiber applicator, just like you would any other ceramic coating, and then apply it in straight motions and as evenly as possible on the surface of the paint to make sure you get the most even and most uniform layer. HydroCharge is gonna last up to 12 months. So for a truck like this, it's very big, it's very difficult to work with. If you don't have a machine to apply a wax or sealant with, it can be very cumbersome to apply a wax every 3 to 4 months. So that's why we decided to go with the ceramic coating, but it's gonna last us 12 months. It's gonna give us that long, durable, lasting protection so that we're not constantly having to do this every month or so. We can, however, decide to maintain the paint using a soap like HydroSuds, which makes it super convenient and super easy to use to maintain the beautiful natural shine and the protection properties of the HydroCharge ceramic coating that's on the paint. This vehicle has a lot of little tight areas that I had to get into. So whenever you're applying HydroCharge ceramic coating, it's great to apply it with a flexible applicator such as a microfiber applicator, because you can kind of bend it around, fold it, and get into those hard to reach areas to make sure that you get the coating in all those tight areas. Now, HydroCharge was super easy to use and super easy to apply on this truck. Some of the more difficult areas that I had trouble with was, the higher areas like the roof and more like the center of the hood, because this truck is lifted, it's humongous, and it has a lot of tight, intricate areas, especially towards the top where you have the full LED bar. So it was very kind of difficult to kind of maneuver around there. But like I mentioned, using a microfiber applicator is definitely gonna help you out a lot when it comes to getting into those hard to reach places. Once I applied a coat of HydroCharge onto the panel, you wanna let it sit from anywhere from about 30 seconds up to 2 minutes. And this temperature that we're at right now, it's a little bit warm, not too warm, but I decided to leave the coating on there to flash for approximately 45 seconds before I removed it with the microfiber towel. Buff it off within that 30 second to 2 minute mark, because HydroCharge, it's a ceramic coating, which means that it turns hard. So if you were to leave it on the surface, it's gonna make it very difficult to remove. It flashes within 30 seconds to 2 minutes, so you don't have to be there letting it sit for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You apply it, let it sit, let it flash, and then wipe it right off, and you're good to go. You'll know that your coat of HydroCharge is ready to be buffed off when you see the little texture of the HydroCharge kind of flashing. It kind of turns kind of like a wax, where it turns a little bit white, not super white like a wax does, but it does kind of flash to a lighter color as opposed to the more transparent color it looks like when you first apply it. Once it looks like that, grab yourself a premium microfiber towel and buff it off. You want to make sure that you're using premium towels, because you want to make sure that the towels that you use to wipe it off isn't going to scratch the surface. Don't use, some cheap towels that you have laying around at home. Don't use some shop towels or anything like that. Use premium microfiber towels meant to buff off and give you that high gloss finish. So now that we've fully buffed off the vehicle from the HydroCharge ceramic coating, we want to let it cure from anywhere from about 2 to 3 hours. You want to leave the vehicle untouched for that 2 to 3 hour period. So you want to leave it indoors or the environment that you had it in. If you had it outdoors under a tarp, leave it there. Let it fully cure before exposing it to the, the sun and or the elements itself. So don't spray water on it, don't wipe it down, don't apply any other product onto the surface while the coating is curing. Just simply let it sit, let it cure, and your job is going to be as easy as that. And just like that, you've applied a ceramic coating to your vehicle. Now you have that super high gloss ceramic shine, you have that durable hydrophobic properties, and that durable UV protection that's going to protect it against the harsh UV rays of the sun. And that pretty much wraps it up. It's just a super easy guide on how to apply ceramic coating onto a vehicle that we've done all the work as far as washing it, we've clayed it, polishing it, and now final result of applying the HydroCharge ceramic coating on there. I mean, check out that shine. I can't get enough of it. I'm sitting here, but I mean, that shine, it looks amazing. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like any of the products that we use in this video, you can find it on our website, chemicalguys.com. As always, if you've learned something new, make sure to comment down below. And if you have any unanswered questions that I may not have answered in this video, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below and we'll answer those for you guys. And lastly, if you haven't done so already, make sure to check out our previous videos if you want to check out the full series on this H1 Hummer. My name is Joey. This is Chemical Guys Detail Garage. We'll see you guys next time.